guys, it's Usernamekate and today I am at Halliwell Jones Motorrad in Chester. Now I have teamed up with these guys and they are supplying me with the most gorgeous bikes to take out, review and test ride and just give you guys my general thoughts on them. If you're already a watcher of the channel, you will know that I already have a video on the M1000R in Almeria, which you can watch if you click here. But today, the difference is I'm taking not only the M1000R out, but the M1000R competition package. So this is the Spandangly black one with all the nice little trick bits and fancy bits on there. So I'm going to quickly break down this bike, a few of the stats and specs for you guys, and then we're going to take her out on the open road, find some nice twisties in Wales and show you guys what it's like to ride. The second M model to grace BMW Motorrad's range. It's where superbike meets dynamic roadster. And you better believe that this weapon puts out 210 brake horsepower and has a reported top speed of 174 miles an hour, which is roughly 20 miles an hour up on the S1000R. The engine is a 999cc inline 4 with BMW's luscious shift cam, and it produces 113 Newton meters of torque. The bike is super light and it weighs 199 kilograms fully fueled. If we have a gaze down to the front suspension, we have some upside down Mazzocchi telescopic forks, 45mm in diameter, electronic self-adjusting DDC, which is dynamic damping control, where you have full adjustability on the spring preload, rebound and compression. If we pan over to the rear suspension unit, we have the DDC central shock absorber, which is spring preload, rebound and compression adjustable. Looking at the brakes, we've got twin 320mm discs with a 4-pot fixed BMW M caliper. Of course, with a bike of this caliber, we have ABS Pro, which is in effect cornering ABS. We have the things that seem to divide the nation. We have winglets, which at 136 miles an hour increase the front wheel load by 11 kilograms. What does this achieve? Well, we get maximum riding stability, we can brake later, and we can accelerate earlier. Panning up the bike, we have the iconic 6.5-inch TFT dash with M startup animation. You can choose 4 screen variants and the one you pick is remembered by the bike. The bike sits at 830mm in seat height, but you can make it 810mm with a low M seat, or if you're a little bit longer in the limbs, you can make it taller with a high M seat, which takes it to 850mm. The tank holds 16.5 litres of go-go juice. And as standard equipment on this bike, we have the Pro riding modes, Rain, Road, Dynamic, Race, Race Pro 1, 2, 3. We have a pit lane limiter, launch control, dynamic traction control, wheelie control, slide control, dynamic brake control, Shift Assist Pro, which is a quick shifter and auto blipper, and hill hold. Take a breath. We also have LED lights, DDC, which is dynamic damping control, we have an M battery, we have a titanium silencer, an M brake, an M seat, an M brake and clutch lever, bar and mirrors, keyless ride, tyre pressure control, heated grips, cruise control. The bike is absolutely flipping loaded with technology. If you wanted the standard M1000R that comes with the forged wheels, that's going to cost you £19,480. If you decided to go for the competition package, it's going to cost you a further £5,500 on top of that, taking the total to £24,980 Great British pounds. With the competition package, you get the black colour scheme, the M carbon wheels, the M rider footrests. You get an M carbon wind deflector, M GPS lap trigger, you get tons of carbon parts and a passenger package and seat cowl. Whew, right, I think we've covered just about everything. Now let's get to the riding. nice little test on the M1000R, bit of dual carriageway work, so it's a little bit boring, but one good thing about this, we've got average speed cameras and I have a cruise control, so I know that I'm not going to get a ticket through the post, certainly not for this section of the road anyway. 1000cc hyper naked, 210 brake horsepower, 130 newton meters of torque. What a machine. We've got the shift cam engine, which the S1000R doesn't benefit from. So one of the things that I really enjoy about the M1000R is how, to say tame would be slightly insulting to it given how powerful it is, but it just has incredible road mannerisms. The engine, the throttle response, everything is super smooth, to the point where when you just ride this thing in road mode, it's completely unintimidating. Don't get me wrong, you can switch everything off. This thing's got pit lane limiters, launch control. You can literally have this like it's a little pussycat, or you can have it like a wild beast. It just completely depends on the rider. The acceleration of this thing is absolutely mind-blowing. Obviously there's only so much I can show you guys because I don't want to go to jail. But it just gets there so quick, and that was in 5th gear. Another thing that's nice about this bike is the 6.5 inch TFT. It's beautiful, and I've actually got it in kind of the boring screen. There's a sport screen where you can see a lean angle, it can tell you how much DTC you're using, how much dynamic brake control you're using. Oh, it just effortlessly glides round the bends. The front brake is beautifully strong. It's got a real sharp initial bite, which if you're used to something that's not that bitey, it can wake you up a bit. Oh, these roads! They just flow. The bike is so smooth, it's so stable. It fills you with confidence. It's not hunty, it's not surgy, it's just progressive, and the power's just so linear. I love it. Oh. Welsh roads are an absolute joy. So this is just road mode. Honestly, just for a nice Sunday bimble out. It feels awesome. The brakes are belting, the suspension is awesome. We've got the DDC, the self-leveling, self-adjusting suspension. Oh, beautiful. Okay, we've just put it in dynamic mode and it instantly feels angrier. Oh, look at this road. Wow. Yeah, somehow the engine note just sounds crazy. Sounds like a different animal in dynamic. It's like someone's lit a fire under its backside. With the standard M1000R, you get forged wheels, which are still incredibly light, but they're not quite as tarty or as blingy as the carbon ones. Nazionale. Oh, that sound is just disgusting. Oh, bend after bend after bend. It just feels amazing. Wow, 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 wow. What an exhilarating bike. Woo. Dynamic is zesty. We love her. Oh, look at his bend. The sound, the roar. The roar is beautiful. Flip her down. Oh, it's like a coiled spring. Oh, so good. See, when you have a bike like this, you have to find these types of roads just to really get your kicks. Because it almost feels tragic to never take a bike like this on twisties. Oh, the sound, diabolical. Oh, gorgeous. Honestly, the sound from underneath you on them roads. So I've told you guys in detail all about the specs. We've seen close-ups of the bike. Today what I just want to get across to you is how I find a ride. And let's just say I have a grin like a Cheshire cat under my helmet. So another thing that I think is brilliant about this bike is the amount of electronics it has. I know there's a massive argument, oh, if you need all the electronics you shouldn't be riding a bike, but they are great as a safety feature when you are dealing with so much horsepower. So the bike has a 6-axis IMU, we've got cornering ABS, we've got cornering traction control. Not only have we got the state-of-the-art traction control and ABS, we've got nice electronic touches like quick shifter and auto flipper, which just make the riding experience so engaging, so fun. Just smashing through the box is just wonderful. The Race Pro modes are phenomenal. You have Race Pro 1, Race Pro 2 and Race Pro 3, and you can really fine tune so many elements of the bike, how high it will wheelie, and when you select a certain level on the configuration, it actually gives you a description of what the bike is doing or going to do in that setting in layman's terms, so even I can understand it. So when like the wheelie control is in the strongest setting so that it's really limiting you from wheeling, it'll have a little description saying optimized drive, no wheelies possible. And I just think it's really cool how it tells you what you're actually getting. Wow, this goes on forever, this bend. Well guys, I have seriously enjoyed my time on the M1000R competition pack. It is absolutely scandalously addictive. It just is super smooth, and I know that when I went to Almeria, one of my early complaints was that I found the bike very vibey and very buzzy. But that is what happens, I guess, when you are in low gears, highly strung, riding very, very fast around very, very twisty roads for such a long duration of time. We were doing it for hours on end. Well, we've been to Chester, we've come to Wales, and I have to say the vibes of the bike haven't bothered me today. Now, I know personally that my body, if I am, you know, doing full-on riding for a long duration, I may well feel the vibes, but today they haven't affected me, and I have just been enjoying being in the moment, riding this silky smooth bike, the engine, the throttle, the sound. Honestly, it's such an engaging experience, and to be quite honest, I don't want to give this bike back. So guys, I have spent an afternoon playing around on the M1000R competition package. It is safe to say that I am pretty much in love with this. It's flashy, it's tarty, it's full of carbon fibre, and I absolutely love that. So yes, once again, a massive thank you to Halliwell Jones Motorrad in Chester for lending me this bike. Guys, if you are in the market for a new or used BMW motorcycle, check the guys out. They're a super friendly team, there's finance options available, and they do offer nationwide delivery at a cost. So no matter where you are in the country, they can sort you out. Okay guys, until the next time, take care, ride safe, and I'll see you on the next one.